so you said, it takes a long time to make a normal episode and stuff for like the original story. So the next question here is, how long does it take to make an episode of C&P?
Hmm. See, this is a really hard one. Like, like for the actual episodes, it would usually take around like 3 days of like working probably like 5 or 6 hours a day. And the thing is, like, you have to know that like I've got a personal life, so I've got like friends and all that I've got to keep up with. I can't just like sit down and make a video and not like do anything. It's totally
Yeah.
And then there's also school that I have to work around. Like that's why I haven't made a video in like months, because what's more important, school or making videos?
Yeah,
And like I've tried balancing it out, where it's like, okay, well I'm gonna do a video 2 hours this day, but then like you have to know that like I've got homework and all this stuff, and it's just impossible to work on a video during a school year. It's just like, ugh.
Yeah, I mean,
But
go ahead.
what were you gonna say?
Actually, I don't remember now. Go ahead.
Nice. Well, no, like the rants, like I'll come up with a base idea and make it about like a page or two long, and then I'll just sit down and like take about 20 minutes to say the entire thing is Coke. And then what I'll do is I'll add on footage of Coke and like all the positions, like the different camera angles of him like ranting on about it. And then what I'll do is I'll splice it together, like cut it where the cut jokes will go in, and add in the cut jokes right there. And then I'll just add credits at the end, and it takes about probably altogether like 8 hours.
So for a total story episode or that type of thing, or for the rants rather?
For the rants, like a 10-minute rant video would take probably like 6 to 8 hours to complete.
Alright, and so like all of this filming and everything leads to the next question, what do you use to make these videos that, takes all this time and everything?
I'm gonna have pictures at this part too, but well, first of all, I've got the thing to capture like the video from the TV to the computer. I've got a capture card. I used to use like a standard 3-prong capture card where it's just plug into USB, and then you have the 3 like red, white, and yellow prongs that plug into it from the Xbox. And that worked for me for a few years, but then I decided that I wanted a capture card that like wouldn't keep breaking down on me and had like high quality. So for Christmas, I totally got this HD capture card, which ran me about $180. But it records. Like, you plug in your Xbox to it, but then it also has outputs, like, to the TV. So you can record and then have your Xbox on the TV at the same time. So it totally works out perfectly. So what I do is I'll record the footage at, like, Blu-ray quality. So it's, like, really high-quality footage. And then I'll convert it to WMV, which, like, dumbs it down a bit. Which, the converting process is actually the longest process.
Oh, yeah.
Of making videos. Like, I'll take a 6-minute footage, like, 6 minutes of footage from my capture card. Which, at Blu-ray quality, converting it to WMV, 6 minutes of footage takes about 30 minutes to convert. So, you have to figure, if I'm working with 3 video files that are 6 minutes long each, that's about an hour and 30 minutes to like convert. Which like I'll go off and like go for a walk or something when I do that, because that always seems to just take the time and cut it in half. But then after that, I've got Sony Vegas 8, which is like an editing program. You can use whatever really. Like I mean I've used After Effects and all that, and I've been trying to get my hands on Final Cut Pro, but
I've
just been using Sony Vegas 8 and it seems to work.
Yeah.
I just put everything together in there, and I've been using Audacity for, like, voice things and all that, but Sony Vegas 8 has, like, all the same things as Audacity, just about, so I really don't have to use Audacity that much as everybody says they have to.
But it's free, so it doesn't really hurt.
Well, that too.
And since that's kind of moving into the next question, do you make the videos by yourself or with other people?
I started off by myself, right? And then for, like, the newer episodes, like the C&P ones and Halo 3, like, when that all started out, I was like, hey, I should totally get a crew together. And so I had a crew of like me and 3 other people, or no, like 4 other people. But what would happen is, I'd get the crew together and we'd film everything, and I'd have them like body act for me and everything, or like even like there's a few voices in there that they would do for me also. But what would happen is when I'm editing and like the cut jokes, those are literally at the spur of the moment. Like I could come up with a cut joke any moment. Like I could have the whole thing done and then come up with a cut joke and totally take the entire thing apart just to add in this like 1 30-second joke. Well, the problem is I need the Xbox at all times, like while I'm editing. Like I have to have it readily available. I could come up with a joke at any second and have to get on there and make it. Like, you know. And the problem is, like, all the people sitting around in the room, they'll start getting bored and they'll be like, oh, well, let me play the Xbox. Let me play the Xbox. And it's like, I need that.
Yeah.
I need the Xbox. And it's a big problem because they get bored and then they're just like, let me use the Xbox. And it's like, well, if they start using the Xbox, then when I need to like get this joke done, they're totally not going to get off and let me use it. And like, it just gets really annoying.
Well, I mean, plus you're getting stuck with most of the work too if you end up doing that. I mean, it's like it's a team, but you're the one doing all the editing and all that.
Well, like, I tried teaching people the editing and everything, but I mean, editing is actually really in depth when you think about it. Like, you have all the different mouse effects and everything that you can add on, like all the different like splicing together methods and overlapping methods and audio editing, and like there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. And for somebody to sit down and like, I mean, I've been working with this stuff for like 3 years now, like 3 or 4 years now, and that's a long time to be working with this. But I mean, taking somebody who's never worked with it and just expecting them to pick it up, like that's totally not going to happen. And it's ridiculous, like, I guess you could say. But so like after a while, I really like working with a crew. I was totally done with it because it was like I'm doing all the editing and all they do is bitch and complain when I want to, get stuff done. So
Well, and being alone, you can do what you want. You don't have to listen to their opinion. Just know you can get it perfectly how you want it, and
like the big problem with doing it alone is like I'll be sitting here, like I'll listen to music and stuff to like keep myself occupied, like and keep myself focused on doing it. But like when I'm like rendering something or when I'm converting videos, it totally gets boring, and then I just get sidetracked, and then it ends up just not getting done at all.
yeah.
Which is like a big problem for me because like in recent years I've totally developed like ADD. I swear. Can't focus on anything, and it's really depressing because it's like I used to like knock out like a friggin' 10-minute video in like 2 or 3 days, and now it's like it takes me 2 weeks because it's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna work on this video. Oh, hey, look, shiny object, and then it ends up never getting done. That's annoying.
Well, I mean, with all that too, it leads to the next question. I mean, with all this work and everything, do you enjoy making the videos? And I mean, if you do, what keeps you making them?
Do I enjoy making them? There's a lot of people that like sit here for this long and make videos like for this long as I've been making them, and they're like, "Oh, I fucking hate it. It's horrible. Like, why would I ever do this?" Like, there's some parts of it that I totally hate. Like editing, that does get really in depth sometimes, and it totally like there's sometimes in the editing program where it looks like one thing like before you render it, and then when you render the whole video that takes like an hour of time, you realize, oh, there's one mistake and I have to go back and fix everything and wait another hour, and that's always annoying. But like generally I do like making them. I mean, like it's always fun to see like people's reactions, like when I put them online, people are always like, oh my god, this is amazing, and I totally like relate to that. And like I try to make all the subjects and everything in my videos like very relatable to people, because like it's like based in like a high school kind of setting, and a lot of my like viewers are in high school, or like have been through high school, so or are currently like going through something related. So
I mean, in other words, and maybe the editing part of it is not the best, but the finished product and the reactions and everything is what keeps you making these videos, and that's what you like most.
That and like comments and like I mean the whole subscriptions thing. I mean, I don't make such a big deal about the subscription thing. Like, everybody's all like, oh my god, you have 1,000 subscribers, like 1,100 something or other. And it's like, yeah, but eh. Like, I mean, I'll get a message on there, and somebody will be like, "Oh, your video's great," and like that's what keeps me going. Honestly, like, is people like commenting and being like, "Oh, this is awesome. You're awesome." That's about it. Like, iron that. Like, if people weren't doing that, I totally wouldn't keep making these.
Alright, so, kind of taking this off of the actual video making, the next question is kind of worded badly, but it's basically asking, what do you do in your free time when you're not making these videos and such?
I don't know what I was thinking when I wrote that to you. What do you do on your free time from not making? Wonderful. Sounds like it was written by a 9-year-old. Like, I'll hang out with friends and stuff. Like, you know, go to the beach, go to the mall, all that good stuff. Listen to music a lot. I listen to a lot of music. Like, everything from, like, Rush to, like, Creed or, like, Bullet for My Valentine. Like, I don't know, I'm the craziest music person you'll ever see in your life. Like, I'll go from listening to, like, Bob Marley to, like, Lil Wayne or something. It's crazy.
Actually, I'll go ahead and ask this question before the other one. Do you rap?
Oh, you're... It's because I live in Detroit. That's so funny. That's so funny. No, I don't rap. But yeah, I know. Like, a lot of people would be like, "Oh, well, he lives in Detroit. He must rap." No, I do know like people who do rap, but I don't rap like myself. So
The next one is, who do you talk to most on Xbox Live?
hmm, you know that always changes. Cause like, if you would have asked me that a year ago, I would have said like Eggy Mean. But now it's like, I don't really talk to people on Xbox anymore, like very much. Cause like recently, like since summer started, I have started like playing Xbox a whole lot more. But I don't know, like during the school year and everything, I totally just dropped off the face of the planet on Xbox. Like I wasn't playing it at all.
Yeah.
And like when I film, I don't have to get online to film because I've got like offline accounts that I use. And so like since I was filming and not getting on Xbox Live or like playing on Xbox Live, like kind of like lost touch with everybody. I mean, I talk to you a lot now because like I just recently started getting into Xbox again, and I've known you like forever. So
Sounds kindergarten.
yeah, that's true. So, but other than that, like I don't know, I haven't really been talking to much people. Like I'll talk to fans and everything on Xbox. Like they'll add me, and that's always cool to like talk with fans on Xbox because then they're like, oh, remember this? Like the funny part is they'll like bring up a video from like a year or two ago. And, like, the thing is about my videos, I totally don't watch them once I put them up. Like, if you ask me something about, like, a video I made, like, a year ago, I'd just sit there and look at you and be like, huh? Because I totally don't... I don't watch them once they're up on the internet. That's it. I just don't. I don't know. It's a policy.
Well, for anyone who has watched some of your videos for a longer time, we'll bring us to our last question, which is, what happened to the voice actress?
No comment.
Alright.
Yeah, that, a lot of people have been wondering that, actually, and, I've been searching down a new voice actress, but, that one that I was using for a while there, that, something happened, and, yeah.
Alright, well, that is all the questions that we have for, I guess, this episode. I'm sure there'll probably be more in the future here. Some more questions come in.
Yeah, like, you guys watching this, like, if you guys have any more questions, totally write them down in the comments box, or whatever the hell you want to call it, and, we'll probably be using that in the next one, because I'm gonna do another one of these here soon enough. Like, these are just, like, the questions I could come up with off the top of my head, but I'm pretty certain that a lot of you guys probably have better questions than I do, that's for sure.